That should do it. Okay. We're probably good to go now. We're probably good to go now. One hopes, one imagines, right? Um, we'll just call it a hiccup. Hang in there, everybody. Honestly, hang in there. Okay. Now then, let's try this again from the top. All right. Markdown. Basic task list. Okay. Markdown source. Text. All right. Test. It's so tiny. It's so small. Font size 20 pixels, so I can read this darn thing. It didn't work. How about font size 80 pixels? Okay, there we go. That's readable. Or simple style is whatever. CSS text is better. Where did my thing go? Right, I lose it every time. Sure. Font size 40 pixels. If I could spell, that would be better. Do I let me see. What options do I have? I mean, I set this up for a reason here. I thought I could get some checkboxes. Okay, I got bullet points at least. All right, that's pretty good. But apparently this does not support my dream of checkboxes, even though a comment said that it did. Let me see the discussion. Okay, markdown checkbox. Is it not this? Is it instead this? Ooh. The checkboxes are so small. They're so small. They're so tiny. God. Okay. All right. I think to that point, I'm better off just doing this. Or like this is not great, right? You can see it anti-aliasing like crazy. Markdown checkbox size. Let's see. How would I do this? What if I just go here and then I go input, transform all inputs, of which this is one, and just say transform scale 2. It's so goofy. Oh, it's so goofy. Okay. Font size. Why is this not lining up? There we go. Font size 40 pixels. It's so silly looking. Oh, it's so silly looking. It doesn't even vertically align. I hate it. I hate everything about it. Fantastic. I love that. Okay. Margin right 10 pixels. Let's do 20 pixels. Okay. I do vertical align. Middle. Top. What are my options for vertical align? CSS vertical align. I could do text top. That's an option. Let's zoom in here so we can really see it. Okay, you can see it. Text top. Nope, that's not it. How about baseline? Nope. Top. Middle. Sub. Bottom. Yeah, none of this is exactly it, huh? I hate it when it's not aligned. To middle. This is my least favorite way of doing this, but okay. Margin bottom 2 pixels. 5 pixels. 10 pixels. 8 pixels. Yup. That'll do it. That will do it. The one problem is obviously that there's a dash. What's the end goal? Task list. Having a task list. Theoretically, I can use an asterisk to do it, but you still get the dash. Yeah. All of this was just for a task list. I just, obviously, as you guys can see, as you guys know at this point, most certainly I tend to get very into whatever I'm doing and just dig into it. task list. And Markdown is pretty readily readable. You know, Discord also uses Markdown. You use Markdown on Discord. Very similar kinds of Markdown. Although I'm sure not all of it. Sure. So let's go triple. Yeah, I'll do this. And then the only big thing here is I would like those to be a bit more obvious, if possible, as to the fact that they're checked and not checked. Okay. CSS style checkbox. We're really doing this. I'm so gonna regret this. Style markdown checkbox is better. CSS style. Let me just try something. Let's say I just say color red. Okay, how about background color red? Okay. Border 1 pixel solid red. Really, none of this works? What the hell? Well, hold on. Am I spelling it wrong? Background color red. Outline 1 pixel solid blue. Okay, so I can see that. Right, that is working. I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret inspecting checkboxes manually, but here's where we're at. What does the markdown even resolve to? I guess that's the other problem, is I can't see the CSS. I would like to, but I cannot. What I can do is I can say, actually, for an input of type checkbox, right? Or actually, it doesn't have to be a type checkbox. I can just say input checked, right? After typing CSS in OBS is such a pain, I will say that. Hmm. Just copy all this and paste it. Was it double colon for after? Hold on. Single colon for after? CSS after. Yeah, it's double colon for after. What am I doing wrong here? I wonder. Content. There we go. Yeah, I can do so whatever fucked up thing I want here now. Okay. Cool. I love doing fucked up things. All right, here we go. So every input after property is going to have content and what else do we need to put on it? And I'll just copy actually all of this. Copy, paste, 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 and position relative? No. Absolute? Yes. All right. And again, we're going to add an even bigger margin because I need more space. More space. And just make sure this works. Yes, it does. Okay. And if it's checked, we'll do the same thing. What do I even want this to look like? I haven't thought about what that yet, actually. I have some obvious examples I can use, but let me see what MUI does. MUI checkbox. Okay, that's an option, I guess. A standard check mark. I guess we can do a standard check mark. Yippee! Something's happening. Behold the checkbox. Alright. How am I going to do this in just Markdown? You know what? I don't know why I'm making this so hard for myself. There's actually an easier way. Input always making things difficult for myself. Display none. Display block. Oh, actually, sorry, not this. Position absolute top -5 pixels. Oh, okay, 0 pixels. No, my bad again. Height 0 pixels. Width 0 pixels. And then I can delete the border or the outline. We don't need it. Something's looking a little nasty. Not having an actual editor is making this very hard on me. I will say that. Not having an actual editor is making this tough for me to just see everything that I'm doing. Alright, we don't need this transform scale. Don't need margin right. Does not work. Please tell me this works. Okay, yes. Okay. Just so I can see what I'm doing, color red. And I can just use the ASCII, again, I don't know why I'm making this hard on myself, I can just use an ASCII checkmark. Like, it really does not have to be that hard. I made it way, way harder than I had to be. Can I not margin right this? Because of position absolute, is that why? Yes, that seems like the reason why. Is this converted to spans after? Hmm. It's positioned absolute, so it's not going to affect anything else. I want a font weight here. Actually, again, I don't know why I'm making it harder on myself than I have to. I don't have to get the check mark. Can I get red X symbol in ASCII, please? ASCII. Yep, the cross mark. That's what I want. There you go. And okay. So all of this looks fine to me thus far. Top 5 pixels. Top 5 pixels. Position absolute. This is not gonna work. Okay, that does work. So just line it up. Again, zoom in a whole bunch. That looks nice to me. That looks good to me. Okay. As far as I am aware, margin will do nothing here. So let's go left -10 pixels. Can I just cover these things up? Is this cheesy? It's kind of cheesy. But I can give the whole body margin 5 pixels, right? Margin left. I'll give the whole body a margin of 10, right? I'll give it 20. And then, if I knew what this transformed into, I would feel much better, I guess is the big thing. Is I really want to see what the actual result is so that I can inspect it. But we all have all of this. Those symbols are a little big, I will admit. They're a little large. Maybe 1.8. Nah. We'll live with 2. Okay, we'll live with 2. And then we'll just increase the font size of this other stuff. So like 50. No. Alright, and then sibling selector. I hope these are spans. I'm just guessing they're spans. Input. Yes. Sibling selector, okay. Span. Color green? I hope this works. It didn't. What is it then? Oh my god, it's ULLI. Okay. Yep, it's an LI. It's a list item. Obviously it's a list item, because it's a list. Duh. So then I say margin left 10 pixels. Obviously that is not what I wanted. But it is kind of what I wanted, because I don't want it on the body. Right, I want these things aligned. We'll do 20, okay? And then what? I need to give this thing space. I need to give it breathing room. So let's take a look at what an ally looks like. Vulture. Wait, I have too many browsers open right now. I just need one. Just one browser. All right, that's the one. Vulture open browser. Okay, that's what we wanted. Let's see, W3 schools ally. Yeah, show me the ally tag. Okay. List item. Yep. And then I inspect, and I expect to see exactly allies. Oh yeah, I can style the marker. Oh, I'm so silly. Oh, yes, this is why you check docs. Ally, marker, display none. Alright, let me just see if that worked. Okay. Yep. Nope. Why did it not work though? Why did it, hold on. CSS li marker. Maybe just change the content from, instead of doing display none, what if I just say content is nothing? Nice. Fantastic. Okay. And then I have after the marker margin right 20 pixels. Nope, that would never work. It 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 would never work. All right, that's fine. We got rid of the thing now though, so that actually makes me happy. I don't have to do some weird, like I am hiding it right now, but I don't have to. All right. We also don't need this to be green anymore. Okay. Let's just Google it again. CSS space between li marker and text. What is content in a span? I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't have control. Markdown generator. In browser. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's see it. Okay. Can I test it? Can test? Can I test? Can I test it? Yes, start writing. No, I don't care. Okay, I don't care. None of this matters to me. I only care about one thing. All right. Look. Okay, I have a test checkbox. Okay. All right. Inspect element. Show me what's in this checkbox. I hate you. I hate you so much. It's nothing. It's just text. 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 How do I fix this? How do I fix this? How do I fix this? How do I generate more space? It's okay. We'll just use our brain. Okay, we're gonna use our giga brain. We'll think about it. And everything will be fine. Everything will be perfectly fine once I think about how to do this. Currently my input is Narnia. Okay, that's the thing. My input is it's in literal Narnia. Okay, I put it in the death realm. What if I didn't put it in the death realm? Okay, what if I returned it from the death realm? Right? So it's right there. It's tiny. I guess I would have to. I don't think I have any other controls here. All I have is an input, which I have sent to the Shadow Realm, and the actual text, which is not in a span. There is actually another illegal method. Okay, where you guys are not gonna like it. I simply put. Oh, it goes backwards. Of course it goes backwards. Let me recheck what options I have for markers. CSS li marker. What do I have? All font properties, whitespace property, color. Okay, all font properties. Font size? Font. Nope. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, yes, I think I have to return the ally from Narnia. I have to return this item from Narnia. So I'm gonna make this 1 pixel so we can see. I still can't see it. Okay, now I can see it. And then before we go any further, let me just see if this works. Okay, I have an input. Margin right 20 pixels. 50 pixels. 100 pixels. Okay, so yes, it works. I will be able to control it with this. Top 50%? No. 0%? No. Let's go negative 40? Negative 20? I'm just guessing at this point. $14? Sure. Let's just say it's that. And then left negative 20. honestly good enough for me. Hide these things. $16. 22. Margin 16. Okay. Reset. And then I can just add tasks. Okay. Nice. Now if I pick a different font family, am I super screwed? Let's see, what font family would I want? I usually use Lucida. Okay, first of all, let me see. Studio mode. Properties. Lucida console regular. I use Lucida console regular. Font family. Lucida console regular. I love that for me. Honestly, I do. I love that for me. And then just give every single LI a margin on the bottom. Margin bottom. 2 pixels. Margin top. Right, it's not gonna make a difference because margins bleed into each other. So today we use padding. Okay. Look at that. That's pretty good. Honestly, it's pretty good. I'll just have to leave a few notes for myself. As to how to move this whole block. This whole thing is a little fucked. So why did it suddenly break? I gotta use this. If moving, if you want to move list alignment, look here. And then if you want to move list text, but not X check, look here. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this so I don't lose it. All right. And just paste it somewhere so I don't lose it. That's pretty all right. That's pretty all right. Okay. I will post it on Reddit, I guess. So I'm gonna call that a success, honestly. This looks pretty good to me. Genuinely, it looks pretty darn good to me. I guess the only thing is maybe I want to do like I could add a background color to it like this. I could go 0.2, 0.5, right? 1. So yeah, I can just add like a 0.5 like this, right? And then just, of course, shrink the height to like 500. Oh, that's the width. That's the width. I wonder where my stuff went. Things are just missing now. Terrifies me. Why is it not working? Come on. Are you kidding me? What is with this thing? Okay. Yes, I should just be able to shrink this. Like, I don't know why it's so mad at me. I guess shrinking the size directly like that makes it a little frustrated. Fine. Make this, obviously does not need to be that much. What happens if I flow over? Oh. Handles wrapping too. I love that for me. Love that for me. Alright. Pretty good. Actually, I'll do one more. I'll say border radius 20 pixels. Is that gonna work? No. Okay, do I have to add a border property? Border 0 pixel solid transparent. Oh, and we can figure out border radius though. I like border radiuses. Border radiuses make me happy. Why is it mad at the bottom? Like, hold on. It's got a border on the top, but not on the bottom? Why? Now it does, or am I just not seeing it? I guess too zoomed in. Is it? Not enough space for all the stuff. What if I just don't have overflow hidden, honestly? That's what happens, okay. Alright, noted. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, overflow visible, not it. So if I add another thing, yeah, it starts to get a little funky. I guess just keep the height a little wide, right? And why is the border radius on the body like the it peeks out of the border, huh? Surprising. Again, one of those times I really wish I could just see the HTML directly. That would be what I would like. Can you do border radius body? Yeah, it does make sense. Or HTML background color. Oh, nope, not background color, just background white. Okay. And instead of white, we'll just say transparent. Does that work? It sure doesn't. Size equals 300. What do you size equals 300-ing? What is that supposed to mean? What if I just do RGBA? Like 0, 0, 0, 0.3, 0.2. And then just do 0, 0, 0, 0. No. 1.01. Like, I can basically make it invisible by doing 0.001. That's good enough for me. Your mom. I walked into that one. I walked into that one. I deserve it. Okay. All right. I think what I would like is I would like this to be 4 pixels so I can read the darn thing. And then we're again going to pick a fun color that we have. So over here in the browser, we have, I like teal. I like teal. Actually, can't I just go here and pick this filter, pick this shader, copy the shader, and be super boring? And then go back to here. That HTML code works in repo. That's super funny. Not doing input sanitization is a choice you can make. Oh, it's so nice. Actually, it's so nice actually. Okay. In this case, I have to give the whole body a padding of 5 pixels. Okay, my bad. 10 pixels. Okay, my bad. 20 pixels. It's so nice. Oh wow. Okay. 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 Wow. It's so nice. I like that. All right. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this task list, but okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna copy this whole thing. Make a new scene. Called it nested scene task list. Then paste reference. I'm really scared to do this, but let's say I go back here now and I delete this task list. And I go back here. Still here. Okay, good. We have a task list now that I can just put places. Yeah. Fantastic. Okay. Honestly, I'm glad. I'm glad I did it myself. I did use a plugin. But I felt like I learned something about Markdown that I didn't know before. Which, you know, is kind of my goal for all this, is just keep learning. You like learning. Learning is fun. I like learning. All right. So ad break. Ad break. I'll see you guys after the ad break, I guess. Vulture, move us to AFK, please.
Moving to AFK. Moving to just chatting.
Hello. I'm back. I had some water. I'm gonna read some more water. I encourage you all to think about drinking water. Water is good for you. First results are two separate websites that show your full address. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm gonna do it for myself, but not on this browser. Vulture, close browser. What? What? Who? Hmm. Okay. I think I'm probably safe. Kind of. It's not like I don't show up somewhere in that list because of like LinkedIn, basically. But yeah. My name is also somewhat uncommon. Uh Although thankfully I'm not like the first results. But yeah, that's a little spooky. A little spooky. A little spooky for sure. All right. So the nice thing, right, of course, is I can just add to the scene. Like, I would obviously like to move it around, but you can create a new scene. No, you can't. When you buy a brand new car from a dealership, they have to make your name and address public record for some reason. Same with a house, I think. And this is okay. I'm gonna say something that maybe people won't like to hear. In fact, I know they won't like to hear it. But when you register a business, right, your name is on that business record. So if you're a VTuber and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna like register a business to help protect my identity, it's not gonna work. Like it's people can still find you. Um, it helps. It helps. Don't get me wrong, but like there's a lot of ways for people to get your information if they really want to. That's part of why a lot of people they'll like register it in their parents' name, you know, or they'll like do some funny business to avoid the situation. Anyway, let's just put the task list up. So I got the task list here, right? And the nice thing here is that I can just actually, without having to go to the nested scene, just change it, which is super nice to me. So, but yeah, there are a lot of things on public record. So, a lot of things on public record. Probably task list is one of those things I would probably want to have on like downstream keyed, right? Normally. But the thing is, I actually do want to move it around, right? And because I want to move it around, I don't think that that's maybe the right choice. Also, I think I've made an error. Hold on. Why do I not have padding on the right side? Like why is it overflowing there? If I scroll here. Yeah, the word wrapping is maybe not perfect, as I can see, but as long as you don't use too long a word, you should be okay. Yeah, the border covers letters. It's not just that. I'll show you. If I remove all the spaces, all becomes one line. So actually what I need is word wrap break word. Right, it just extends off into the distance. So do I put it here? Word wrap break all. What is the property? Vultr open browser. CSS word wrap break all. Is that it? Word break? It's called word break. This is what I want. Word break. Perfect. There we go. That does it. That does the trick. That does the job. The job is complete. I will update my thing. I guess after the stream I will post this. Vultr close browser. And I'm gonna just put this somewhere. I'm gonna hide this so I can just screenshot it and maybe move myself to a corner. um, this is an ugly looking screenshot. Maybe I'll just move my. You know, I also should probably get rid of this glow in the background that I was testing with. Can I save? Docs. I wanted a quick access. Thing. I'm getting distracted again. Quick access utility. This is what I use for everything. Where am I looking? Oh, tools. Tools. That's why I couldn't find tools. Okay. I'm reading some documentation real quick. 1 second. Let me try something. I put this here. Then I add a task list. What? Task list. Okay. And drag it in. Oh, yeah. Okay. Actually, I don't want clickable scenes. Stock props. Clickable scenes like this. Go here. Add the current scene. Add cloned current. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. Oh man, I gotta say, I gotta. Okay, what is add clone to current do? It uses source clone. Oh my god. All right. I have to really give props here. Finite Singularity and Exceldro's plugins are saving my life constantly. Constantly. They're really incredible stuff. So, um, you know, all credits to it. Can I? Yeah, so then I want to go here and then just add add the task here as well. Yeah, fantastic. Actually, it's really nice. So I guess you guys can't see this, so I'll show you what I'm doing. Welcome to Inception. Right. So I have my normal search thing here, right? So just search like tasks. You know, I can search a task and then I can just get the thing that I want. And from here I can just right click this and then edit directly without having to leave. Which is very nice because obviously from here I can't access that menu, right? But the really nice thing is that say because I don't want this on downstream keyer, right? Say I don't have this. I can just right click add to current scene. And now I have this new little task list thing that I can use. I have downstream keyer here somewhere. Yeah, I use this all the time as well, which, you know, is like constantly there. But downstream keyer, in my opinion, is way, way better if you know that you always want something in the same position every time, right? Which, in this case, I do not. I do not want that. But, as, nope, not that. To the point, I'll show you actually something else good, because this is the reason why I was looking at this again. So here we are, right? And I'm gonna move myself to the corner. Here I am, and I'm going, hey, I really want to would really like to clear this background glow, but I don't want to go into studio mode, go all the way down here to this one, find it, right? And then go here to background glow and then turn this off, right? That's the path I have to go through. Instead, I can just go here, and I know it's called background glow because obviously I named it background glow. Name your things reasonable things. Click this little button, right? And then just turn it off. Just turn it off. It's much easier. Right. In that regard, there is also a dynamic option that I want to try. We're going to try that out right now. We're learning on the fly. I like learning on the fly. New doc. Clickable scenes is not it. The one thing I warn you about is maybe turn off show clickable scene or clickable scenes because you will accidentally end up in the wrong place. Let me just try a dynamic option and name it dynamic test, right? And just drop that in here. Come back over here, right? And right now, if I show this, I have all of the stuff in this scene. So if I'm like, oh, I don't even remember what it is, right? Well, just scroll and find it. Right, that's an option. You can just kind of scroll through all your stuff that's in the current scene. There might be a lot, so I don't know how much I care about this one in particular. This may not be the one for me, but I'm sure a lot of people will get a lot of use out of it. So some generally cool stuff. Can I, yeah, turn off dynamic test. There we go. Yeah, that's the vibe. Let me just drop task list back in so that I can take a cool screenshot. And I'll just move myself slightly out of the way so I can take this cool screenshot. Yippee! I hope that worked. It did work. Okay, we were pretty productive today, even though I got sidetracked by a task list for a while. Later tonight, I gotta I have to get the dramatic turtle speech. You know, because it's needed, it's necessary. It's a necessary thing. But this is pretty good. We added a new filter. We learned some stuff about Markdown. I'm not sure what else I wanted to do. Oh, EQ. EQ. That was the other thing on the list. EQ. So let's look at EQ together. Let's learn some EQ stuff together, shall we? Filter. Nope, not this one. Filters. Hold on one second. Is there anything dangerous in there? Nah. All right. Come on. All right. We got the EQ. Why don't I move myself here? Have this thing fill it. It can't. Okay. Fill up more space. Fill in some more space. We have this thing here. And I'm gonna find the EQ one. I'm sure it is here somewhere. Here it is. EQ. Is there one that's not a CL one? This is the other one that I need to look into. The Reaper JS thing, because I feel like I can probably get the effect that I really want, which is there is a radio-like sound effect, right? You can get on DaVinci Resolve, and I always wanted that as an option for me, that I just turn it on and I sound like I'm coming out of an old-timey radio. I would love that, but I'll have to dig, and that's going to be a lot of digging. For now, why don't we just look at the EQ? And I can observe the EQ. Is it gonna show me what the EQ is? No. No real-time monitoring of EQ. Oh, fuck. Okay. That's maybe not my favorite. That's not really my favorite. I guess I have to turn on monitoring. So let's turn on monitoring. If I do this, am I muted? Can you guys still hear me if I do this? Does that work? It's monitor only. I guess it doesn't work. I'm gonna do monitor and output. Okay, monitor and output. I'm having a really hard time with this one, honestly. I cannot properly hear myself. And I really have a hard time telling what it sounds like. This is something I would probably record 19 times and figure it out, but you guys can help me for now. If I just turn this down, turn this up, what if I just do that? What if I do that? It's nonsensical. In fact, I shouldn't do any of that. I think I probably need to do some actual monitoring for EQ. If I don't have a monitoring angle, okay, if I do monitor only, now can you hear the echo? Probably still. Okay. Yeah, so that's just the way my setup is. I have turned the echo off. Here I'll show you what was happening again. So I have all of these audio properties, right? For all my different sources. And microphone is here. You know, like I'm not monitoring it. Monitoring it means listening back to it. But the fact is that if I listen back to it, it goes back into my ear headphones. And then that goes right back into the other stuff, right? So if I do this, then it goes right back into my cable one. And the same thing happens if I do only, so that's the unfortunate reality. I don't think that I can do live EQ. In the first place, I'm not that good at EQ, right? I really am not very proficient at it. I know very little about it. So this is probably not something that I can do live, actually. I was being a bit ambitious. I was being a bit ambitious. But if I could figure out EQ, that would be great, right? Or at least figure out a few meme effects with EQ, even if I can't get the EQ to work out perfectly right. A little EQ, I think, might help. I'm not trying to like boost warm tones or anything, honestly. I think my voice is more or less fine as it is coming through. You know, like I think it's probably more or less fine. But I can probably use it to cut out some of the low background noise from the fans and stuff. And if I can do that, that would be great. The only worry is what it'll do if I start whispering. So I think that'll require some tests. So also on the off-stream task list, right? Is figure out EQ off-stream and the lo-fi radio preset off-stream. Okay. So what do we do? What do we do? We play the we spin the little pride thingy. Should we? Spin the pride thingy one more time. Is it almost too fast? Now that I've had some time away from it, is it too quick? Why did it also... There we go. Is it too fast? I'm a little worried it's too fast. We'll try one more time. Less than a second. I mean, it is less than a second, but what I was experiencing when it was... No, it shouldn't be 15 seconds. It's like a little blurb. Alright. I don't want any effect to go 15 seconds long. The most disruptive is TTS, right? And those can be like 5 to 10 seconds long. Or as you prove to me, poop fart, colon red fire truck ambulance, 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 colon, and etc. Yeah. So that is a possibility, but I try not to keep my effects too long, especially the more of them that I add. Still, it might be too fast. It's 0.6 seconds. To not make it induce, yeah. That is another slight concern. So to that point, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make it like a second long and we'll try it. Right, we go, where is it? Here, filters, move, set it to 1,000, test. Maybe it's still too much. Maybe let's do like 1,300 milliseconds. Is this red enough? Is this red enough? Not the fire trucks. Not the fire trucks. I think that's probably fine. Usually I'll be down here as well, right? Like, a lot of the time I'll be down here, so it won't be too bad. I'm gonna do a bit of quick Googling before I make a decision on something. Just doing a bit of quick Googling. Yep. Just checking something. Alright. I've decided that in the last 30 minutes of the stream, before I possibly go to bed or possibly make a bad decision and stream longer, I'm gonna add a few more flags. We're gonna fly that flag. So let me just save image as .svg.png. Incredible. Where do I begin with this? Is that even a loadable? Might have to make a random button. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I have thought about redeem management, but I just kind of like making them, honestly. I like it. It's fun. And, you know, people don't have to use it if they don't want to. I try to make them descriptions relatively descriptive, or, you know, the ones that aren't obvious are kind of cheap anyway, so. Alright. Go here, copy, paste. Put that in there. Rainbow. I think you mean properties. This one. And we'll just duplicate this and rename this as this, and change the thing from rainbow to this other thing, rainbow to this other thing, and go back to my redeems. I love redeems, but I have a lot. Dude, what? Someone's gonna come back to this VOD and be like, what is happening? Unfortunately, there is a brief moment on the oh, I'm not on that scene. You're spared. You're spared because the chat log isn't up. You're spared. Wow, good for you. You lived this time. You didn't want your previous chance to remain. That's totally fair. Totally valid. To that point, I don't know if you know this, there's also exclamation point vanish, which doesn't cost any points. You can do the same thing. So if you want to do that a little bit more silently, you can do that. Exclamation point vanish should do the trick. I've added it for the convenience of people. The joke is funny. I'm glad. I'm glad you think the joke is funny. I thought it was really funny too. But yeah, it just general convenience, right? I do want people to be able to make their escape, shall we say, as needed. We should get Yarn to redeem it sometime. I actually tested it with him. I think he's well aware of it. Hopefully, it might have been someone else actually. Pride. Show your pride. Bisexual flavor. Create. And change this to be I shouldn't have named it that. It's hard to find. Okay, there we go. Now I'll pick this. All right. Test. Oh God, it's awful. That shit does not work. What happened? Okay. Oh yeah, part of the problem is that the signs of the elements are different. Okay, yes, that would do it. Do it. We're just gonna do a little squeezing. And here, use this so I can actually test what's happening. Where is this? Why is it there? Why are you there? Why are you okay? So you need to be no, you're also in the right spot. You're fine. Okay, and then I filters reset. The rainbow is in the right spot. Where are you? I was hoping this would be easy. Why are you? Yeah, that works, right? That seems to work. Yippee! Okay, that's a yippee moment for me. And Now I need one more. Hmm. Yeah. I'm blue. I'm blue. I feel like I have some of these saved already, actually. Also, let me stop being blue for a second. I think I have some of these flags saved already, actually, for a video I did. Assets, resources, static assets. Where? Not this one. Not this one. Not this one. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I do have one or two of these already. I'll just put that in there. Put that in there. Maybe for later. Alright. Duplicate. Copy. Paste. Alright. We're doing a little quick searching. You open Jaw's stream to get a hype train emote and you have to give the volume at 1% because at 3% overpowers me. Yeah, I am a little quiet. I try to turn my mic up a little bit also and like turn down the main stream volume, but yes, I am relatively quiet compared to other streamers, it is true. I sit at like, what is this, like negative 30 to 25? I could turn the gain up more. I already turned it up a little bit, but I'll turn it up a little bit more. Here, I'll turn it up to like 5.8. There we go. Now I'm like just below the yellow mark. Maybe this is fine. I don't know. I worry about gain because it will increase the amount of background noise. So I will definitely come back and listen to this part of the stream and be like, do I hate it or not? We'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find out. Find out. Find out together. Didn't block the dog anyway. The dog. Oh. Yeah. 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 There's a dog, our neighbor's dog. And there's also our dog in the house. And I have done nothing for that dog, in fact. That I have a plan, but it's not going to be doable for a while. I'm gonna have to go to Home Depot and do a lot more work for improving that side of the situation because I will have to install hardware. And that's a task. That's a task that I will have to go through, installing hardware. Hmm. But yeah, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. I've listened to my stream back and I've heard things like the sound of pots clanking. I've heard tapping noises. I've heard all sorts of things. So I do get a little worried about increasing the gain. I get a little worried about these things, but there's sort of an inevitability. And I simply do not want to use noise suppression. I'll be honest, I just don't want to use it. I've tried it. It doesn't work for me, especially as a quieter speaker. And yeah, honestly, that's the vibe. So anyhow, I'm gonna just finish this redeem real quick. Let me just set this to 0, and then either zone out the game I play or zone out me. Wow. Wow. What beautiful confidence you inspire in me. I feel so wonderful. I'm just kidding. I'm glad it's not too obvious. I'm glad to hear that. Duplicate. And there will be some weirdness actually if I set these all to always run. Sorry, what is, oh, I gotta check what concurrent is. Streamer bot concurrent actions. Okay, execute everything simultaneously. That's not what I want. The queue and pause state. I don't know. Oh wow. Spitting the truth. Yeah. Thank you for the bits. Appreciate it. This one. And then reset this one to be this one. And then this one to be this one. And then add one more. Show your pride. This flavor. Okay. Do I have cooldowns? I don't on this. Change this to be this one. And then I hope it works. It's backward. No, it's actually correct. Nice. All right. Pretty good. Fantastic. All right. We got that slotted in. It is 11:45. 11:45. In theory, I should go to sleep. Or at least stop streaming so I can go find that turtle clip and fix the EQ. I haven't played any games today. I haven't done any art either. You go to sleep right now anyway. That's fair. You've been up a while. Alright, get some good sleep, poop fart. I will see you later. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here as always. Appreciate you. I'll see you around. Good night. I'm probably gonna have to. I think I have to write that Reddit post about the thing. The chat box, the task list, the whatever, right? So thumbs up. Thumbs up. You can't see me doing thumbs up, but thumbs up. Let's see about what's going on. Let's have a little look-see. Has this thing... Oh, please tell me this thing has been running. Okay, yes, it has been. YouTube scares me sometimes. I thought it was running, and it's like not been running. Sometimes it just like doesn't show anything. Let me just take a quick glance as to what's happening. Alright, I'm just gonna go to bed. It's late, I'm tired. See you guys later. Good night, take care. Boy. Bye-bye. Bye. Oh, I didn't even do the outro. I'm sorry. Let's come back. I've also forgotten to tell myself to check some stream volume stuff later, especially with the increased gain. But yes, let me do my actual outro. Alrighty, that will be it for me tonight. I hope you have a good rest of your morning, day, evening, night, whatever you're up to, whatever you're doing. I hope you have a good one, and I will see you next time. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest. I'll see you around. Bye-bye now.